Alright.
No.
Okay. Action! Hey everyone! Welcome to Late Night with Dills! Woo! Okay. And I am your host, Dills. That's me. Hi. Okay. Before we go any further, let me explain to you how this show was developed. As you may know, you may or may not know, Late Night with Dills is a segment on Twitter that I actually curate Mouse Twitter once a month, in which I missed last month. Sorry about that. About anything on child sexual abuse or any issues that is relevant to Mao and what we are fighting for. So now here I am in the flesh. Yes. Okay. Before we move on to our show, let me introduce to you guys to our special guest for this video segment of Late Night with Dills. Everyone, please welcome Farah Alia. Woo! Okay. Farah, would you like to introduce yourself to our friends out there?
Okay, so my name is Farah Alia. I am a student at International Islamic University, Malaysia, IIUM, same as Dills. But I am an English student in my final year, my 4th year. So I was a part of MAU, the symposium, which is before it was an NGO now. Congratulations. Woo-hoo. Yeah, so I was part of, I was one of the volunteers and I was part of the symposium, which was held 2 years ago, since now MAU is 2. So yeah, now I'm back doing MAU stuff. Woo! Woo!
The best volunteer, guys. Okay.
Alright, okay. So now we will explain to you about our show. So before this, it was curated by Adila. It was a Twitter thing. Now it's a YouTube thing, right? What we will be doing for this few weeks,
A few upcoming weeks,
Yeah.
and like in a month or so.
yeah, we'll be doing these videos, and it will be with Dills featuring me also, where we will be talking about certain issues that we would like to highlight, which may or may not be revolving around child sexual abuse, but they are important issues. And maybe we'll do a movie review or
A TV review.
a TV show review.
That's right.
Yeah. So we wanna, give you guys variety. So
Spice things up,
Yeah.
guys.
yeah. So that's basically what we will be doing. So you'll be saying our faces, and it won't just be words on Twitter. So
Yeah.
it's
And
refreshing.
not on midnight, guys. It's
Yeah.
not- I'm tired. I need to sleep.
Yeah. Alright, so for this video, we will be, it's not a review, but
More like a going through.
yeah, of a very famous
Popular
show.
TV show, yeah.
Well, it's not TV, it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Well, unless it's on TV.
Yeah, unless
so
you
it's
watch it on
TV.
TV.
So it becomes a TV show, guys. I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay, so we will be discussing issues of a very famous show called Sex Education.
Woo! So we're gonna show you guys the trailer for like a short snippet of the trailer. So here it goes.
Here it goes. Enjoy.
I've noticed you're pretending to masturbate, and I was wondering if you wanted to talk about it.
I'm addicted to wanking.
My pubes are out of control.
I wish I could be a normal kid with a normal dad, with a normal dick.
There for the best 2 years of our lives.
Let me give you some condoms.
Oh, thanks, Mum. Stay out of my life.
What kind of man do you want to be? What kind of man do you want me to be, Dad?
You can't choose who you're attracted to. You can't engineer a relationship.
I don't believe in love.
You are who you are. Don't let anyone take that away from you.
I still think it's weird a teenage boy's a sex therapist.
So yeah, that was the trailer of the show Sex Education. So basically, the whole premise of the show was about a teenage boy with a sex therapist mother. He kind of teams up with a high school classmate to set up an underground sex therapy clinic at school. So this whole show is about them trying to give advices to fellow students, fellow classmates, to whoever that like basically approach them for sex advice most of the time.
It's not just sex actually. They also like the main character Otis, if you're British. Otis, he gives not only sex advice but also relationship advice. Yeah. So the show is not just about sex. It has family values. It also tells you about friendship, about relationships, about consent. Basically, how it is being an adolescent in this
Modern times.
That's
like another way to put it.
Yeah. What we will be discussing about regarding Sex Education, the TV show, is main issues that we find very interesting and we would like to
Talk about
Basically,
basically tell you what we have understood and what we've
learned
basically
from the
the
show.
whole show.
Yeah.
Well, you can always learn from show, guys.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's get to it. Okay, so
Issue number 1 that's very apparent in throughout the show is about consent. Giving consent, understanding what it is, taking consent. We may have spoilers
So
in our video.
we should also. I'm so sorry. Sorry, guys. We should also advise you that this show is actually rated. Well, in Malaysia it's rated 18.
Yeah.
But in the US it's actually rated 16. So, but still, we advise you rated 18, guys. So there's a lot of things that 17 and below should not be seen.
Yeah.
So you guys have been warned.
Yep. But it's
Always
still,
disclaimer.
but it's this is a disclaimer. Yeah. But
It's
it's
a
still a show that you can learn from.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So basically, from throughout the whole show, they always talk about consent in a way that there's this one character. Her name is Lily. She's super adorable, super cute. She is very how do we put this? Sexually curious. So she's curious. She's not promiscuous.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
She's just curious most of the time about sex. So throughout this series, she kind of goes around asking people hey, do you want sex? Or more do you want to have sex with me? Not me, guys, but Lily.
Yeah.
She goes around. The first person she actually asked was actually Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Otis's best friend.
Yeah, Otis's best friend. Basically, it was quite uncalled for him. They thought they were just practicing instruments
for band. Yeah.
for having a band. Well, at
They were
least
having
Eric
band.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She asked for consent.
Yeah,
basically.
the whole thing was her asking for consent.
Yeah.
She asked hey, do you want to have sex? But basically everybody said no to her. But
she was okay with it.
Yeah,
That's basically what we want to highlight here. Was that she wasn't being pushy. She didn't try to force them, blackmail them, whatever.
When she basically she asked for it. That sounds victim blaming. I'm gonna not say that. Well, basically she wanted it. No. Still victim blaming.
Okay, now let's relate it to real life.
Yeah, so when it comes to consent, we really need to either, it has to be a yes or no. It's not a maybe, it's not a I'll think about it. That's probably a no. So just take it as a no. The whole point is for them to say either a yes or a no, or if they're hesitant, it's still a no.
Yeah.
Any kinds of a pause or anything that does not lead to yes, please do not pressure anybody into having forcing them to do something that they don't really want to in the first place. So when it comes to consent, it's not only just on sex, it could be on everything, guys.
Yep. Yes. Disclaimer here, we're not
We're not wanting you guys to
To
have
have
sex.
sex. No,
No,
we're
no.
not promoting sexual
We're
intercourse
Muslims.
before marriage. We're just saying how consent applies to almost everything, you know.
No, it's everything. It's not almost everything.
Okay, yeah, consent applies to everything. Yeah, like asking someone whether they want to eat this, or whether they want to do that, or whether they want to go here with this person or that person, or maybe it can be about dating, you know.
Yeah,
Like if
guys.
someone says that they do not want to go out with you, or they do not want to be your girlfriend or your boyfriend,
Even
then-
if they don't actually say no or they hesitate, it might just be a no.
yeah, if they do not say yes, then it's a no.
Guys,
Yeah,
take
that's it.
this. So the second point of the show that we have learned is
Sexual harassment,
blackmailing.
blackmailing.
So in episode 5, there was a picture that I will not say of what it is, but it's very
It's a very explicit personal picture, and someone was blackmailing the person who owns that picture. Yeah,
but they were threatening to
expose
the
who that
expose
picture belonged to.
yeah,
Yeah, and spread it to the whole school.
basically.
Yeah, and the thing is, the picture was actually spread to the whole school already,
Already.
but no one knows
who it was.
who it was. So the girl that the picture belongs to asked for help
from the main characters.
From the main characters,
Otis and Maeve.
Otis and Maeve, yeah, to help her unravel who is the perpetrator and what did that person want from her.
Basically.
Yeah. So basically, that whole thing is sexual harassment.
Yes,
you know,
guys.
blackmailing.
And it has been an issue nowadays. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not just
especially with social media, especially when people love taking pictures of themselves.
I mean, like,
and
send
posting
nudes
things.
that they should not.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, they didn't meant it to be for the public eye.
It was
It
actually
was
for
supposed to
one
be-
person, but
it's supposed to be
some
something
people
personal,
are just
but
jerks, guys.
some people you just cannot trust.
Yeah, I mean, they might pressure you to like send nudes, but like, don't send nudes. Be smart. Be smart, guys.
Do not.
Smart.
And don't fall under
Peer pressure.
peer pressure.
Guys, especially like, you know how there's a lot of, oh, I sent this to this person. And
Yeah.
then you
Or
guys-
it's normal. You can
Yeah,
just send me like
people.
you
it's
can
not
trust
normal.
me.
No.
Like no, don't do
Don't,
that.
sweethearts.
Don't.
No.
Don't.
Don't do
It's
that.
really dangerous. No.
And it will ruin your life. It will, whatever stays in the internet stays in the internet forever,
True.
guys. It you might be deleting it, you might not be able to see it, but it's stored in the database, at least in Google.
Yeah, exactly. So, like in episode 5 of Sex Education, the victim, she tried to ask for help because she knows if this picture is exposed, and I mean it was already exposed, but if the identity of the picture was exposed, which was her, it was going to, it may or may not ruin her life.
But
Like,
it will ruin her
It
life.
will
basically.
ruin her life.
It will
yeah.
just like, it's a glass shattering thing. guys.
Shattered image, ruined image, and we don't want that.
We don't want to any of our male followers or any of
We don't
anybody,
want anyone to
anybody.
go through that
No,
ever.
ever. I mean, first of all, if you guys are under 17 and under, that is considered child pornography to actually have pictures of 17-year-olds and below, and that is under our child act, under our penal code and child act. Apa nama
We'll
dia?
put it here. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's under
It's
the
official,
under
the official
this
thing.
this law that we already have established in 2017.
So it's a
And-
very serious thing.
Yeah, guys. It's just don't.
Yeah. So
mean-
what we're trying to tell you here is, do not fall under peer pressure into thinking that sending personal pictures of yourself is a normal thing,
It's not.
is an it thing, is a trend. It's not. Please take care
Love
of
yourself. Love your
yes.
body.
Yes.
I mean, you don't need.
please be careful.
To be honest, you don't really need another
person
person
to
or the opposite sex
validate.
or to validate what you look like underneath. I mean, you should love yourself either way.
Yeah.
With
If
whatever
that
you look-
person
if-
cannot accept you without looking at your personal pictures, then just
lose them.
yes.
They're not
Throw
meant for
that
you.
person
They're not
out.
worthy of you. You guys are worthy.